Welcome, everyone, to the Fantasy Baseball Experience Matchup Champions podcast. This week's top scorer, of course, I'm going up against him again. Kevin Sims takes it home this week, everybody. This is Kevin's first time on the pod. Give him a round of applause. Kevin, how do you feel about this week? How did you?
Feeling great. I was kind of sweating there at the end when the Braves
They
kept
eased up
getting
that
rained
second
out.
half of this week for sure. You came out hot. I thought you were going to score 400 points. In the last few days, you kind of dried up.
Me too. It kind of put me on edge a little bit, but made it through. Still somehow the highest score, so that was a nice feeling. By the way, Will tried to pay me $50 to come on here. Just want to throw that out
I
there.
like it. You got to throw. You could have told me that. We could have done it and thrown some of the commissioner's way. But instead, our second guest today, we decided to change it up. Weren't going to go the second top scorer, and asked Alex, bottom scorer, if he was going to do it. He couldn't make it this week. So Kevin's choice was Austin Shipman joining us for round 2 on the pod. Austin, how's it going?
It's going pretty good right now. It seems like my team's sneaking out a little win here, and I'm honored once again to be on the pod. That's what Will gets for trying to buy his way in.
Yeah. But anyway, so without further ado, we'll kick into this. I'm going to start with Kevin, our top scorer of the week. A lot going on in the baseball world. But what I want to talk about, I'm going to pull it up here. Your pitching performances, how do you feel about it? You come out day one, Spencer Strider drops a 40 bomb. It was absolutely an immaculate game.
Yeah, man, my pitching so far has been pretty spot on. Hopefully it can stay that consistent. Charlie Morton kind of scares me a little, especially Sandoval. But I feel like I've got a my 3 starters pretty good there. Of course, I got Snell. He's going to come in at the end of the season. Don't y'all worry.
Yeah, I got our matchup here. Strider with 40, Sandoval 21, Charlie Morton 28, Gallen 32. I think all of them were supposed to be on 2 starts, and then some postponements. A couple guys got kicked back. So next week, it's looking like you're going to have them all going for 2 starts, and it's going to be vicious for whoever you go against.
I think it's Brady.
So, you happy with your Strider pick so far, second round pick?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. Especially being able to put him in the RP spot it's helping out a lot.
Mm-hmm. That's just, it's gross.
It's really a shame that that's a thing, but
it is. And I thought I was going to be right there with Jeffrey Springs this year, but we know how that's turned out. So right now he's the sole RP in the league. That's pretty much no competition.
I would agree.
Something else, Kevin, I want to cover with your team. No injuries. I'm looking at the roster. The injury bug hadn't bitten you yet. So how do you feel? Like you going to keep that coming? You feeling worried about it? You feel like you're due for a big injury? You're skating through? What's up?
Man, I feel like injuries, it's just, it's luck, I feel like there's some, if you draft some older guys like Brady and then, they all get hurt, it happens. But if you go younger, typically, they'll last a little longer and, and if they do get hurt, it might be a day-to-day. I've had a couple of day-to-days, but nothing's been too major, so it's been pretty nice.
Yeah, that was another thing. If I had Judge finish out this week, have a good game or 2, Braves games don't get postponed. I'm in this. I'm in it, but it didn't pull out for me that way. So I noticed you swapped out. Let's see. You picked up Brian Hayes and you dropped who'd you drop? I know you dropped Dre Jameson.
I think I dropped Don.
Yes, you dropped Anthony Rendon.
Yeah, my third base spot's been a little shaky. I think Hayes, I just think he's gonna come in. Man, he's low strikeout rate in the I think it's top 4 percentile looking at Savant. So I mean, he's got the potential. He's just not had his hits go his way, and he can steal some bases, and he's been batting pretty good last 2 weeks.
I mean, if you look at his Savant page, I'll pull it up here for us. Oh, I guess my screen's sharing. So average exit velocity is in the 88th percentile. He's outs above average, 100th percentile, 95th percentile in whiff percentage. Dude's not missing pitches. He's putting balls in play. He's batting 300 the last week. I think that's what you need out of a third base slot, really. It's a pretty shallow position. So
I think he'll
hope for too much.
Exactly. I mean, he's averaging 2.6. If you get 2.5 out of him all year, I think you're going to be stoked. The next thing that I think is my new favorite part is the top scorer of the week. I give them the platform. I want you to go through Alex's team, lowest scoring for the week. So you scored 278 points.
Yep,
Yeah, I mean this
278.
this Astros game's not even over yet. Are people still putting up points? What's going on here?
There's not many people. I have Real Muto playing. He hit a bomb. Nothing that I think is going to change points that much. I know Alex doesn't have anybody playing, so he is at 154. So you outscored him this week by 124 points. So feel free here. I'm going to share his screen for those watching, look at it, and tell me what you think about his team.
Man, it's his hitters. There's just nothing there. Let me go. I had something pulled up earlier. Let me go. I think he had the second lowest hitters this week. That's points wise. I think Brady was the only one that had less by like 6 points.
Big surprise there. Big surprise.
Yeah, but Brady's pitching was actually able to make up for that. And man, Alex's team this week just was not able to get it going at all.
And DeGrom hitting the IL. I mean, everybody thinks it's coming, but man, it always hurts every time.
Oh, dude, this is news to me. I haven't seen this. So what?
Yeah, he's got elbow problems, and
no, right elbow inflammation. They put him straight on the.
It's just one of those things. Like, obviously teams are just going to be like, yeah, it's just a little inflammation. Let's just see how far downhill this goes, because that's just how it is.
That's terrible. I mean, and everyone was like, "Oh, the wrist injury is not big. And he comes back out with the elbow injury."
I will say this though, Grayson Rodriguez had a good start. You could slide him in there. I can't believe I dropped him so early. Just pick up Ashcraft, but
Ashcraft's been good though. He's been viable.
He's been solid. He's been solid.
Yeah, he had some rough starts this week.
Sandy's underperforming.
Yeah. Lodolo's on a slide right now as well. I mean,
he had
I guess against Oakland though, he gets 11. I don't know.
Yeah, it's 9 earned runs.
Gosh, yeah, I had no idea DeGrom got hurt though. That's a killer for Alex.
But yeah, man, if he can get his pitching rotation down, I feel like he could be mid-tier. But with DeGrom, especially with DeGrom going down, that's oof. That's bad, man.
Can't talk about relief pitchers. My team's not good. Kevin hogged them all up in the draft. So
yeah, he really did.
Mason Miller, he was quick on that train, but I don't know. I mean, he's got disgusting stuff. But
yeah, no one knows too much about Mason Miller right now. I mean, obviously, I don't know. I mean, he's past his 2-start, plays for Oakland. I wouldn't be surprised to see Mason Miller on the waivers pretty soon.
Yeah, his team comp is just terrible. I mean, what's he gonna do? He pitches a great game, gives up 1 run. It's been happening a lot to me lately. With Hunter Green, like he's got Lodolo on the Reds. Those 1 earned run losses are brutal in a points format. It's a 10-point swing on a good game. But
yeah.
So Shobi Wan Kenobi. All right. Austin Shipman, the name. What inspired the name? Obviously, we got Shohei. Were you just like, oh, Obi, Show?
Well, I can't take credit at all. I was watching the Angels play the other night. I think it was a week ago by now. And they were having Star Wars night. And they were just doing some great promos with Otani and Trout as like Han Solo.
I've seen some of the skits that they were doing.
So they rocked a Shobi One Kenobi night, and you know what? We're riding that because he's got the force, and he put up some big numbers this week.
Dude, you want to talk about big numbers? Out of Austin Shipman's camp, he picks up Brent Rooker. We're talking about team format here on the A's. Bash the A's. Dude comes up. He's batting cleanup for him, I think. Pretty sure he's in their 4-hole.
He bats that 3-hole, I think, a lot of the time, but it could be 4 as well.
And how many points did he have this week? He had 40.
Looks like 48. Hit another bomb today.
He just hit another bomb today. All right, so he's at 48 points.
Jeez.
And let's check out his baseball savant page because he didn't start on. Called up.
Yeah, he probably missed like the first week or so. But you look at his savant. I mean, I don't know what to truly make of it because his ex-WOBA off the charts, like top percentile. Yeah, his slugging, top percentile. He's barreling every ball. I think barrel percentage may be the one stat to look at. Because look at the guys below him; those are the best batters in the MLB right there. He's above all of them.
Yeah, that's so 100th ex WOBA, your expected weighted on base average. So it's actually what you are expected to be getting on base based on your barrel percentages, things like that. That kind of cut your take in, not just the unlucky plays that are falling. It's what Baseball Savant's actually projecting how often you're going to get on base.
Mm-hmm.
Barrel percentage in the 98th percentile. He's hitting balls hard all over the place. 83th percentile on hard hit percentage. Expected slugs off the charts. And 95th percentile in walks. That's big too. So you got
I mean, he's doing well in the walks. Obviously, I think he had a little bit of a high chase rate, but
dude. And if you look at
we'll
his
just
radar, all over the field, he's hitting bombs to right
yeah.
center, hitting bombs left field.
It's been a shocking week to say the least. I'm looking at all the top scorers. I mean, it looks like he's far and away the top point scorer batting wise this week. So I don't know what to say other than if anybody has some great trade offers for him, they need an outfielder. I could possibly be interested. I mean, this is a guy that's probably going to stick around for the A's all year long. He's playing every day ever since he got called up. He's not like a young rookie. He's like 28.
He's 28. Out of Mississippi State, we know they got dogs.
Yep.
Speaking of trade offers, I would just be looking around. I know that Hayden is last week I tried to trade him Andrew Vaughn for Jose Abreu, take some draft capital, move it up a little bit on a guy playing bad. He declines it. This week, obviously, Jose Abreu keeps sucking. Andrew Vaughn is a good week. He sends me the same trade back. Get out of here. All right. He's going to start shopping Jose Abreu around. But if y'all want to talk about a bad Baseball Savant page, it's all blue. I mean, a deep navy blue, except his max exit velo, he probably hit one ball hard this year. But, I mean, I'm talking everything's bottom 10th percentile. Not good.
And that's how you don't get a player traded now.
In first base, it's such a deep position. I mean, I know he's drafted like 100th or something in the league.
Yeah.
But you can find somebody to play first base better than him.
Exactly.
So, anyways, for everyone listening to this, just be expecting Jose Abreu trades. Now, do what you want. If you feel like he's going to turn around, he might turn it around. But I just wanted to disrespect Hayden on camera, make sure everyone knows he's up to no good with that. So, Shobi-Wan Kenobi. Shohei Ohtani, obviously, what your name's after. Is the weekly matchup picking if he's going to be a pitcher or a hitter? Is it tough for you? Do you pretty much only go pitcher if he's two starting, or is there a little more thought that goes into it for you?
I think probably for all the Ohtani, everybody that has him this year, maybe this is probably the first year where you're really kind of switching back and forth. I think people are hurting this past week. I started him at batter. Probably most people started him at pitcher going up against Oakland, but he didn't do too hot.
Yeah.
So, I'm looking at him this next week at starting at pitcher because I got a weird situation where I'm not really looking to pick up some guy. Taj Bradley got sent back down. Ashcraft, I mean, he's going against Philly, so it's looking this week like I may put Ohtani back at pitcher.
Dude, Pablo Lopez, I'm going to catch him Thursday night against the White Sox. I'm going to be in Southside watching the game.
That'll be dope. Please bring all the good voodoo to him that night.
Going up against Giolito. That's the pitching matchup. So I'll be there for that. And then the Cubs, not so lucky. It's Marlins Cubs, Edward Cabrera versus the guy for the Cubs has been doing good, Justin Steele.
Yeah. Well,
but yeah,
sometimes you get some you don't.
Because last year, Ohtani, no matter what, you're hitting him. But this year, he's acting like a legit Cy Young winner.
And it's going to hurt because he put up 30-something points this week batting. He's really starting to pick up on some power.
Mm-hmm.
So, I've picked up some options, maybe to slide in a DH. We'll see. I was hoping Matt Mervis was getting called up soon. I don't really think maybe that'll happen, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm probably going to end up maybe making a move tonight, so we'll figure it out.
So everyone, stay tuned. We might have a move coming. You got waivers in mind, or you gonna start sending?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to start scouring some. I mean, obviously, who did I pick up? Jose Miranda. I mean,
Yeah, so you picked up Jose Miranda. Who'd you drop for him?
I think it was Garrett Cooper, just another DH, because I'm just kind of just going through guys that have DH eligibility or first base because I can slide Pete back. But I'm just kind of exchanging them in and out, just seeing what works, trying to look up what matchups. I mean, Jose Miranda, I don't think has too great of matchups. I mean, it is the White Sox. You're seeing one, and then I think the other one was I can't remember off the top of my head. Nothing too good. It could be the Rangers or something.
Miranda's one of those
So
consistent guys, though. I don't feel like he's going to bone you. I mean, you might get
yeah,
a low point week, but he's
yeah.
not going to. So, and a lot of
So
position.
and I'm still, I'm currently worried about Corbin Carroll. He ran into the fence yesterday, knee first, and the looks like the manager's kind of playing it off as just a contusion, nothing serious. But it was a little sketchy out there when you were watching it.
Gotcha. Yeah. So was he like jumping, hit his knee into the fence, I guess?
Yeah, he just jumped straight into it, trying to leap for a ball, and then just went knee
Arizona?
first.
About where at was he at? Was playing right behind me.
He's playing Colorado. I think it may have been in Colorado.
Dude, it was that air, man. He was moving too fast.
Yeah, he was flying, to be honest. I mean, that little boy, he can just zip out there, man. I mean, his hair is, when you look at him, what do you think his nationality is? I mean, I'm getting strong Mexicano vibes from this guy. I mean,
Dude,
this
he's
guy,
the whitest looking guy I've ever seen.
I mean, that picture doesn't do him justice. I mean, his hair coming out of him, I don't know. He just looks like he's been bathing down on the Mexican coast and just drinking all kinds of Dos Equis. Like, that's all I'm getting off of him.
Yeah. I'm getting your vibe now. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, but we'll see how this week goes. I'm hoping he comes back soon. I'll go ahead and give a shout out during my period to your team, Ethan. I mean, that was an impressive week with how bad it was showing, and I am still continually shocked by let's see your picture, Sonny Gray. I mean, Sonny Gray needs a shout out.
He's dumb.
I mean that is absurd what he's doing. I don't know if he stole a little thunder from Pablo because he just kind of kept it and
dude, whatever
still
the Twins
going.
are doing, I mean, they're bringing in these pitchers and they're old and they're kind of turning them around. I think Pablo, he'll be fine. But everyone's bashing Sonny Gray. I'm just waiting on the trades to come in because they think he's going downhill. Boom 20, boom 20, boom 20. No disappointments yet.
The Twins are they're an interesting team this year. So we'll see if they can, stay
up. 0.62 from Sonny Gray right now. So
that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
I'm just going to keep riding it because he seems consistent with what he's doing. It's not anything crazy. He's just pitching 6 innings, good amount of Ks, and Twins got a good lineup behind him, so he's getting some wins.
Yeah, it's been impressive. It was a battle between you and Kevin this week, so did anybody else get it's kind of weird with the whole Atlanta Braves Mets thing. So I don't know if Kevin would end up with just like 320 with Strider.
Your Mets jersey's pissing me off because it's clear and obvious they are dodging the Braves.
It's called strategy. It's called strategy.
It's not even raining.
How you play baseball.
But they know Scherzer's coming back off his suspension. So they're all right, we can push these next 2 games back, kick one back into August, whenever, and let's get Scherzer on the mound on Monday. So that's what's going on out of the Mets camp, and that's bullshit.
Is he pitching Monday?
Coming back. He's coming back soon.
His suspension is supposed to be up tomorrow. So I think the assumption was they're trying to kick their game from today to tomorrow, and they'll have a doubleheader against the Braves tomorrow.
Yeah.
Really? Dang. I thought they pushed it back to August or something, but
the first one.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, dang. Because of the rain out, the MLB ruled it will not count for him to return until Tuesday.
Oh, wow.
Since they called it a rain out. So Scherzer is actually not going to pitch Monday like I
thought. The Mets, they got to hold on as much as they can until Scherzer and Verlander getting rotation, and then still, I don't even know if that'll be enough.
I do think Verlander's back this week as well, probably.
He should be. I think he pitched in the minors on Friday. I didn't hear anything about it. But.
So, all right, well, let's go ahead and hop into everyone's. It's what we're here for. Everyone wants to know where they lay in the eyes of the beholders here on the podcast. Kevin, I want you to give us the top 3 power rankings in the league. Start with 3, go to 1. Let's hear it. Who's the top teams and why? And I'll go through their lineups while we're looking at it.
Honorable mention, Kevin.
I'm going to have to do an honorable mention for Logan. Man, I think his team's pretty consistent, and he'll be kind of a dark horse to come in at the end of the year. Man, at number 3, I got Austin.
Oh, Austin, number 3. Shobi one Kenobi.
Wow.
Austin, are you been in the top 3 every week so far?
Yeah, and I think honestly, I don't even know if I would have put myself in the top 3 this week, but I appreciate it, Kevin.
Yep, of course.
You know, I don't know if the points really show how good I did this week, but we'll see.
Yeah, I just feel like, man, I don't know. I just like your team. I think you got Ohtani with, versatility you got there.
And your
feel like
pickups are great, Austin. I mean, they're working out for you. Everyone's performing, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely see a whole contender.
It's I kind of was looking at Ethan's team. I feel like me and his team are kind of very evenly spread out. Kind of got some stuff here and there. So I was really I was liking. I would have put Ethan's team in the top 3, I think. But anyway, go ahead, Kevin. Sorry.
You got number 2, Kev.
I got number 2. I got Will. Surprise, surprise. It hurt me to put him there, but I just felt like, I mean, his team's killing it. Like, I don't know what it is.
They're overperforming is what they're doing, okay?
I mean, 149 from his pitchers this week is pretty insane. Like,
that is pretty insane. I did not know. Do his relievers keep popping off? His relievers have been great.
Yeah. I mean,
Kevin traded him.
I mean, hey, Castellanos, I mean, low-key, I think he might have hit 90 today. No, he was getting close to 90 points on the season. So he's popping off. Wasn't a terrible trade.
So let's see. Yeah, I mean, Bednar had 14 this week. Hader had 15. He's still getting some saves out of him. But no, I'm with you. I mean, he's sitting there at 268 right now. He was close to being top scorer again this week. So I'm okay with him earning the 2 spot.
Yeah. At number 1, I got myself.
Of course. Yeah.
Myself and I feel like, I kind of got unlucky last week. I made a dumb pitching start there. Was starting, what was his name? Drew Jamison, I think. Yeah. I feel like I should be undefeated right now, but hey, you learn, got to improve my management skills, right?
And like I said, dude, no injuries on your team, not even by day-to-day listed. I mean, you go through some of these rosters and people are hurting bad, but you're healthy. You're able to make the right roster moves every week for that. Blake Snell, I'm tired of seeing his baggy-eyed face, but I want him to do well.
Man, he's been pitching. If he can get his pitch control down, he'll be okay. But he pitched. I think it was 2 earned runs in his last start. But Padres couldn't hit anything.
So he's averaging 4 walks a game. It's terrible.
Yeah,
but
if he can get his pitch control down.
So you playing him on the 2 start, right?
Oh yeah, for sure, got to.
Absolutely, got to. Well, I think that's a fair top. I expect to see myself in the top 3, but I understand I can make way for those teams. Those are legit teams. But what I like hearing is who are the worst 3 teams in the league. So Austin, start with number 10. Let's walk down. Who sucks? Just break it to them.
I think this is pretty widely agreed upon here. I don't think there's too much debate. For the 3, I mean, you can maybe put them in some different orders, but I'm gonna put 10. I'm gonna put Brady's team.
Okay, so he moved up this week, huh?
He moved up.
Give a round of applause to Brady. Moved up to the 10 spot.
He looks like he's gonna snag a win, and it'll be over another bottom team. But
But
I don't know how to feel about Brady's team until I see Verlander and Rodon. So until they do that, Brady could be in a great sweet spot with his team. He just made a trade for who was it?
Yes, he did. So let's pull up this trade for everyone to look at here in the league. So used to looking on my phone when I'm on my computer. I feel dumb. All right. Recent activity. So Brady traded with Cody.
Mhm.
Cody gave away Joe Musgrove to Brady in return for Mitch Keller and Vince Velasquez.
I don't know a damn thing about Vince Velasquez.
I mean,
He put up
he's
some points,
balling
and
at this point.
yeah.
So if
So
he
that
put
is
up
really
like
something. But he had RPSB eligibility, so I don't know who exactly Brady's sliding in at RP at this point. But now he's just picked up a whole nother pitcher, Musgrove. He seems to like he's going to be running into a lot of starting pitchers. He's going to be able to rotate him in and out as long as they line up well. It's
yeah,
going to be a little bit of a situation here.
could be. We'll see what happens. I mean, Jordan Walker getting sent down really hurts Brady, and
It does.
Brady's favorite fucking thing to do in fantasy baseball is just to throw an empty catcher roster spot in his team, and it pisses me.
That's what I'm seeing right now.
Dude, he does.
And I hope that bites him just right in the gonads this week. And I don't mind his hitters right now. Maybe they're underperforming, but it looks like they have a lot of upside.
Yeah, I mean, J-Rod, Tatis, and Michael Harris, a pretty dirty outfield.
So I'll move on to number 11 because I think overall Brady's team is actually a lot better than these two teams, and I'll put Cody at number 11.
Gotcha. So do you think the two Pirates pitchers he received this week is going to help him in it all move up?
If you're Cody, you might as well throw all your pennies into the wind and just hope for the best outcome. Because I guess you can't be too excited for Musgrove as a pitcher, but I don't know. It's Pirates pitching. I mean, what are we trying to get here? I mean, are the Pirates really going to keep this pace up? I find it hard to believe, but maybe their division, maybe they're one of the dogs in their division this year.
Could be, bro. Could be. Yeah, and Tim Anderson and Corey Seager being hurt's tough. Corey Seager's still out for a while. I think Tim Anderson's supposed to come back this week. Maybe that'll help. And his pitching, it's not bad. It's people that are performing well. I mean, Corbin Burns, everyone trusts him. He's kind of the consensus number one, him and Cole. Bieber's definitely not doing great, but
I don't know. Let me look at his week 5, but like looking at his pitchers, I'm not excited about any of these guys. I'm not. I mean, I guess you can be okay about. I mean, obviously Manny Machado, but he's been sucking. And then Randy Arozarena? And then you have to be excited about Bellinger. I just don't see it. I don't see it. His pitching's gonna have to carry him hard. We'll see if it works out.
We'll see what happens. So, who's bringing up the rear, dude? Who's the caboose? The 12th spot, the laughing stock of the league, needs to retire the team right now.
It's definitely at number 12. I'm gonna put Kinsley's team. I think people have been giving her a pass the past few weeks, like not putting her at last because she's a female, and I don't know, maybe she gets bonus points. She's doing that.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
But I mean,
quality.
Look, Freddie Freeman, Austin Riley, Bo Bichette.
That's it.
Everyone else you can drop.
Yeah, I'm glad you kind of laid it
out.
I've never looked at her
all
team.
Bad players.
I've never looked at her team that way, but it's Freddie Freeman, Austin Riley, Bo Bichette, and then, I mean, that pitching, buddy. Logan Webb.
I mean, the pitching is
Jordan Montgomery, Kyle Gibson, Cease, Wade Miley. That is.
And I just remember her drafting Logan Webb, and I was like, good God, I can't believe she took the bait on that. I mean, it's just, there's no way Logan Webb can do anything but go downhill. I'll put all my money on that. And then, I don't know, Nestor Cortez, don't see it.
I mean,
he's got Kenley Jansen who just went
RP eligibility, but
yeah. And Dylan Cease is obviously, a pitcher that people are kind of worried about this year, and that's her ace, which she benched. So I guess
comes out starts the
You
season,
know,
10 strikeouts against the Astros, 25 points. She's feeling good, and it's just gotten worse since then.
so without a doubt, this is the worst team in the league. I think you had to move Brady up above these two bottom teams. I think above that, there's a lot of mid tier people that can change it week in week out, and then some people that are just struggling with injuries. I mean, I don't know if Kinsey's really struggled with injuries other than just holding Altuve.
Yeah, and
But
when you draft Altuve, you know that's happening. So I don't know if it's anything that really changed her team dynamic.
yeah, I mean,
Well,
is Austin Riley doing good this year? I don't know. I mean, if he can really start doing something with Freddie, this could be a team that maybe makes it out of the toilet bowl.
it could. We had a drive, so we went up to Virginia this weekend, and we're driving back today in the car. And she looks at me sincerely with like her puppy dog eyes, and she's like, "I don't understand why everyone's being so mean. I really feel like my team's kind of good." And you'll learn, if you guys get married one day, that you just bite your tongue and you just kind of nod your head and keep driving. I mean, what
Yeah.
else am I supposed to do?
And you've gotten really good at that, Ethan. I've noticed that a lot. You've gotten really well at biting your tongue, being respectful. It's great husband quality coming out of you. But for me, as just a fellow member of the league, I will just say, Kinsley, your team is not good. It's really not good. And maybe you can make some moves. I don't know, but just hoping for this team to do something, it ain't gonna happen.
I'm glad you laid out for her. I'll make sure she gets deep into the pod so she can hear that one.
She's
Well,
probably already in bed at this point.
oh yeah, dude, it's 8:30. She's dreaming. But I greatly appreciate you guys joining us. You got anything else you want to cover before the time runs up here? Any big baseball news you guys want to talk about? Anything exciting?
No. I got nothing.
Kevin, good luck for you rest of your season.
Thanks. You too.
I don't know if we'll see you on the podcast again. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm glad.
I'm wondering.
Out of the
I'm
way.
wondering if your team can really keep up this explosion that's going through right now. I don't know, but I'll keep you in my top 3 next week, maybe.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So let's see overall here. Points for. Where's Kevin sitting? He's at second overall, points for. So we went power rankings off of points. It's Will, Kevin, and you, Austin. So I mean,
yeah,
that's pretty much his power rankings. It's fair. Like you said, I don't think Acuna Lingus is going to hang around. I love the name. Love the name. Love saying it. But anyways, I appreciate everyone's going to tune into this, watch this. This is the Fantasy Baseball Experience matchup 4, I do believe. So 4th matchup here. This is the 3rd podcast we do. Hope you guys keep coming back every week, checking it out. Austin obviously plans on being on this podcast week in, week out. He thinks he's got some dogs, but Kevin, you keep performing. I'll probably be seeing a lot more of you, man. So I appreciate you guys for hopping on. It's a Sunday night. I know you got things to do, got work tomorrow. So hope you guys get to bed on time and have a productive week. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks for having us.
God bless and go Mets.